Number 1. This 1966 Dodge Coronet 440, priced at $15,500 and located in Ortonville, Michigan, is a long-term family-owned Mopar that has been enjoyed for more than 2 decades and in the seller's possession for the past 7 years. While not a numbers-matching example, it delivers an engaging, old-school muscle car experience with plenty of performance upgrades already in place. The car shows cosmetic wear including rust ahead of the rear tires, a poorly repaired driver door, paint scratches, and a few non-functioning items, but it remains fully drivable and mechanically strong, making it an ideal candidate for someone who wants a classic they can both drive and continue to improve. Power comes from a 1975-era 440 cubic inch V8 built to 10.5:1 compression, featuring iron heads, a Holley 780 carburetor, Wind intake, Holley electric fuel pump, MSD ignition, and 2-inch hooker headers with selectable cutouts or Flowmaster mufflers. The big block is paired with a TorqueFlite 727 automatic transmission equipped with a reverse manual valve body, delivering a more direct and performance-oriented shifting experience. Out back, an 8 3/4 rear end with 4.30 gears and a mini spool puts the power to the pavement, making the car lively and well-suited for street/strip fun. The Coronet retains a raw, driver-focused setup with manual steering and brakes, though stopping power has been upgraded with Willwood front disc brakes and a line lock system for controlled launches. The fuel system has been refreshed with a new gas tank, and the car rides on 15/7 draglight wheels with tires that are approximately 5 years old. The interior features front seats sourced from a 1998 Jeep Grand Cherokee, giving the cabin more comfort than a stock bench while still maintaining a functional layout. While the car runs strong and drives great, a few issues are noted. The wipers are inoperable, the vent glass pivot is broken, the driver's side taillight is out, and the rear main seal has recently begun leaking. Despite these flaws, this Coronet offers a solid foundation for an enthusiast who wants a classic Mopar they can immediately enjoy, gradually refine, and personalize over time. Offered at a negotiable price with no trades considered, it stands as an affordable entry into big block Dodge ownership with plenty of potential left on the table. Number 2. This 1969 Pontiac Grand Prix GT Coupe, priced at $18,000 and located in Gig Harbor, Washington, has been heavily upgraded with a freshly built performance drivetrain and numerous new components throughout. Far from a stock survivor, this car has been transformed into a potent street machine with a strong emphasis on power, drivability, and updated handling. The seller notes that nearly everything in the engine bay is new, and the car is fully running, driving, and sounding exactly as a big power Pontiac should: aggressive, responsive, and ready to enjoy. The price is negotiable, making it an appealing option for anyone seeking a classic muscle coupe with modernized performance. Powering the car is a newly built 434 cubic inch Pontiac engine equipped with a hydraulic roller cam, aluminum heads, an 850 QFT carburetor, HEI distributor, Doug's headers, and a full pipes dual exhaust system with an H-pipe. The engine is paired with a TH400 automatic transmission featuring a shift kit, deep pan, and a 2,500 revolutions per minute stall converter, delivering strong street manners with plenty of torque on tap. A rebuilt Posey traction rear end with Richmond 3.90 gears and new axles ensures power is put to the ground efficiently, while ceramic brakes provide improved stopping performance over stock. The chassis has also received significant attention, with all new tubular suspension components installed front and rear, dramatically upgrading handling and responsiveness compared to original factory equipment. The car rides on new 17x8 rims wrapped in Bridgestone Potenza 245/85/17 tires, giving it a more modern stance without sacrificing classic styling. These updates make the Grand Prix not only faster in a straight line, but also more composed and predictable in real-world driving. Inside, the interior has been partially refreshed, including new carpet, a new headliner, and reupholstered front bucket seats with new foam and covers, offering improved comfort and presentation. The seller mentions there is much more done to the vehicle, suggesting additional undocumented upgrades that add further value. With its strong combination of freshly built power, upgraded suspension, and improved interior elements, this 1969 Grand Prix GT represents a compelling opportunity for anyone looking for a dialed-in Pontiac muscle car that blends classic looks with modern performance enhancements. Number 3. This 1973 Mercury Montego GT, priced at $9,500 and located in Rocky Mount, Virginia, is a Q-code example equipped with a desirable 351 Cobra jet engine and an automatic column-shift transmission. Showing 90,000 miles, the car has a known ownership history between friends, and the seller notes that it was previously driven regularly before spending time parked. It still starts, runs, and drives, though the carburetor could benefit from a rebuild and the fuel should be refreshed after sitting. Structurally, the car is described as very solid, with excellent floors, a clean frame, and only minor surface rust and small pinholes in the trunk floor, nothing considered severe or structural. Mechanically, the Montego retains its factory power steering and power brakes but is not equipped with air conditioning. The drivetrain includes a 3.25 traction lock rear end, and the engine received upgrades prior to the seller's ownership, including new valves, springs, camshaft, lifters, and timing gears. While the car runs, it would benefit from light recommissioning to return it to dependable daily use. A MARTI report is included, confirming the car's factory specs and authenticity, making it more appealing to collectors of rare early 1970s Ford/Mercury performance models. Cosmetically, the car presents well as a solid driver, with most trim pieces accounted for and currently stored in the trunk, just as they were when the seller first purchased it. Some previous bodywork was done on the quarters and roof, and while it is not a fresh restoration, it remains a strong foundation for either a light cosmetic refresh or full restoration depending on the buyer's intentions. The Montego GT's styling, including its fastback rear and muscle-era proportions, makes it a distinctive alternative to more common cars of the period such as Torinos or Chevelles. Inside, the interior is largely intact and very presentable, with only a few age-related flaws such as rips in the driver's seat, a damaged armrest, and carpeting that shows its 52-year age. The leather-wrapped steering wheel and overall condition suggest the car has been reasonably well kept over the decades. With its solid structure, desirable engine code, and documented history, this 1973 Montego GT offers a compelling entry into classic Ford performance ownership at an accessible price point, ideal for someone seeking a rare and usable project that can be improved while still being enjoyed. Number 4. This 1971 Cadillac Series 75 limousine, priced at $7,500 and located in Penn Argyle, Pennsylvania, is a factory-built, low-production model equipped with a divider window and a rare leather and cloth interior. With very low mileage and a reputation for being a solid, well-preserved example, it represents one of only approximately 400 produced that year, making it a notable find for collectors of vintage luxury Cadillacs. The seller emphasizes that the car runs great, is fully loaded from the factory, and remains structurally solid, including its body and undercarriage. Rear air conditioning is also present, a desirable feature in chauffeur-driven models of the era. The vehicle retains its original stately presence, with the long wheelbase proportions, chrome accents, and formal styling that defined Cadillac's top-tier limousine line in the early 1970s. Intended for executive, government, or high-profile private use, the Series 75 stood above the standard Fleetwood as Cadillac's flagship chassis, offering unmatched interior space, comfort, and prestige. The car is presented as a running and driving example that does not require major mechanical work, making it suitable for continued preservation, light restoration, or even commercial or event use. Inside, the car features a factory-installed partition that separates the driver from the passenger compartment, reinforcing its authenticity as a true limousine rather than a later conversion. The mix of leather and cloth upholstery reflects Cadillac's high-end trim approach, combining comfort and formality. While the seller does not provide detailed photos of the interior, the description suggests a largely intact and complete cabin, consistent with the car's low-mile history. The overall impression is that of a survivor-level luxury limousine that has not been heavily modified or neglected. The seller is clear and direct about the transaction: no trades, no games, and cash only, while stressing that this is a well-priced example and that serious buyers should act quickly. For enthusiasts of vintage Cadillacs, limousine collectors, or anyone seeking a rare luxury classic with commanding presence, this 1971 Cadillac Series 75 offers an uncommon opportunity at a very attainable price point, especially given its originality, limited production, and running condition. Number 5. This 1965 Chevrolet Nova Super Sport, priced at $27,000 and located in Waynesville, North Carolina, is presented as a solid and unmolested example of the early first-generation Nova. The seller has owned the car for 5 years, having purchased it from the Roanoke, Virginia area, and describes it as a well-preserved SS that retains much of its originality. The exterior was repainted before the current ownership, giving the car a refreshed appearance, while the interior is believed to be largely original with only light updates over time. The gauge cluster has been replaced, so the indicated mileage is not accurate, but the overall condition suggests a car that has been cared for rather than modified. Under the hood, the Nova still carries its 194 cubic inch inline-six engine paired with a 2-speed Powerglide automatic transmission, a configuration that reflects its factory personality rather than a later performance build. While many SS models have been converted to V8 power, this car remains true to its original drivetrain, making it an uncommon survivor among heavily modified examples. The front suspension has been upgraded with Church Boys racing upper and lower arms, Viking adjustable coilovers, and a right-stuff front disc brake conversion with a dual reservoir master cylinder, improving handling and braking without altering the car's vintage character. The rear suspension remains stock with leaf springs and 3.08 gearing, and the car is described as a good, honest driver that could be enjoyed in its current form or used as a platform for a future performance upgrade. The seller notes that the car is slightly cold-natured, indicating that the carburetor could benefit from minor tuning, but otherwise it runs and drives well. Its current setup offers a balance between originality and tasteful mechanical improvement, especially for buyers who value authenticity over heavy modification. The seller is not interested in trades and intends to sell the car outright. For enthusiasts seeking a clean, dependable first-gen Nova SS, either to preserve as a mostly original example or to eventually build into a V8 street machine, this 1965 Nova represents a strong foundation with quality suspension upgrades already in place, a clean presentation, and the desirable super sport heritage that continues to grow in collectability. Number 6. This 1973 Buick Riviera, priced at $20,000 and located in Youngstown, Ohio, is a 70,000-mile coupe that has spent its entire life in climate-controlled storage. The car still wears mostly original paint, with the exception of the right door, which was damaged and repainted in the 1980s. The interior upholstery was also redone in the same era, restored to a factory-style look, preserving the Riviera's original luxury feel. The seller notes that additional paintwork can be performed at the buyer's request to bring the car up to showroom appearance if desired, with the cost to be covered by the new owner. Powered by Buick's classic 455 cubic inch V8 paired with an automatic transmission, the Riviera is said to run and drive as it should, offering the smooth, torque-rich performance the model is known for. Mechanically, the car appears well preserved, though the air conditioning condenser will need replacement to restore full AC function. Aside from that, the car is presented as a strong driver quality survivor with good fundamentals and long-term preservation. Because it has been stored indoors its entire life, the body and structure are expected to be in solid condition, making it a rare example of an early 1970s Riviera that has not suffered from the typical wear, neglect, or exposure seen in many cars of the era. The repaint from the 1980s is noted, but the seller emphasizes that the majority of the finish is original and still shows well, giving the next owner the option of either keeping its preserved character or opting for a full refinish. The car is being listed on behalf of a friend, and no trades or alternative arrangements are mentioned, suggesting a straightforward private party sale. For enthusiasts of the boat-tail Riviera, especially those seeking an unrestored, low-mileage example of Buick's most distinctive large personal luxury coupe, this 1973 model represents an appealing opportunity, whether kept as a survivor or taken to the next level cosmetically with fresh paint and minor mechanical attention. Number 7. This 1962 Ford Ranchero, priced at $15,900 and located in Commerce Township, Michigan, is a custom-built example that blends vintage utility with modern performance upgrades. Finished in brilliant silver over a black interior, the car presents with a clean, well-executed look highlighted by a custom paint job, bucket seats, reshaped rear-wheel wells, and a set of eagle alloy wheels that give it a sharp stance. The Ranchero has been well cared for and retains the charm of Ford's early car-based pickup while offering a unique presentation that sets it apart from a stock version. Power comes from a turbocharged 2.3-liter four-cylinder engine sourced from a 1987 Ford Thunderbird Turbo Coupe, paired with a Tremec T5 manual transmission. This drivetrain setup provides an engaging driving experience and delivers a blend of performance and reliability uncommon for a Ranchero of this era. The combination of turbo power and a manual gearbox makes it a lively and enjoyable cruiser for someone who appreciates something different from the traditional V8 swap approach. Inside, the cabin features several notable upgrades, including a dashboard signed by racing legend Jack Roush, a Cobra steering wheel, autometer gauges, bucket seating, and intermittent wipers. These details create a personalized and performance-inspired interior while still maintaining a largely original feel. The overall presentation reflects a car that has been modified with intention rather than excess, balancing comfort, character, and driver engagement. Offered by GR Auto Gallery, this Ranchero is ready to be driven home or shipped anywhere within the United States. For buyers seeking a distinctive classic that pairs Ford heritage with turbocharged fun, this 1962 example delivers a rare combination of style, personality, and thoughtful upgrades that make it stand out in today's market. Number 8. This 1972 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, priced at $23,000 and located in Littlestown, Pennsylvania, is a well-documented example that retains its classic appeal while benefiting from key maintenance and upgrades over the years. Powered by a 350 small-block V8 paired with an automatic transmission, the car shows 103,826 miles on the odometer, though the engine was rebuilt in the 1990s to LT1 specifications, producing an estimated 350 horsepower. The seller notes that mileage is exempt, and all documentation for previous work is included, adding confidence for the next owner. Factory power steering and factory air conditioning remain in place, and all systems are reported to operate properly. The Stingray has recently received new carpeting, a new master cylinder, and new brake calipers, ensuring that both the interior and braking system are refreshed. Originally finished in war bonnet yellow, paint code 989, the car has since been repainted in sunflower yellow, code 912, another authentic 1972 Corvette color, giving it a period-correct appearance with a slightly brighter tone. The repaint is noted as the only change from its original tag-listed color, maintaining its factory-correct heritage while offering a more vibrant finish. Inside, the Corvette presents as a clean and properly maintained driver, with a new carpet installation complementing an interior that is described as fully functional. With working air conditioning, power steering, and a strong LT1 spec engine, this Stingray offers a desirable mix of comfort and performance suitable for both casual cruising and spirited weekend drives. The car is being sold on behalf of the seller's grandfather, who has kept it in proper running order. Offered at a firm price of $23,000, this 1972 Corvette represents a solid opportunity for buyers seeking a chrome bumper C3 with documented history, factory options, and a classic color combination. With mechanical updates already handled and originality largely preserved, it stands as a well-sorted example ready for its next enthusiast owner. Number 9. This 1948 Ford Super Deluxe, offered at $20,900 and located in Commerce Township, Michigan, is a beautifully restored post-war classic finished in an elegant navy blue exterior paired with a clean gray interior. Power comes from a smooth-running 239 cubic inch flathead V8 mated to a 3-speed manual transmission with overdrive, delivering the authentic driving experience these cars are known for. The vehicle has seen only an estimated 800 miles since its full rebuild in 2015, ensuring that the mechanicals remain fresh and well-sorted for the next owner. The restoration included a professional repaint in 2015, along with a completely renewed interior featuring fresh upholstery that complements the car's vintage style. Additional highlights include a Record radiator, wide white wall tires, chrome front and rear bumpers, and a functional heater, details that enhance both appearance and usability. The spacious trunk and full-size spare further reflect the practicality and charm of this late 1940s Ford design. From the exterior shine to the clean presentation inside, this Super Deluxe shows exceptionally well and has clearly been preserved with care. The flathead V8, known for its reliability and unmistakable sound, makes it ideal for relaxed weekend cruising, while the overdrive-equipped transmission allows for more comfortable driving at modern road speeds. The included documentation adds peace of mind and showcases the extent of the work done during the rebuild. Perfect for local car shows, parades, or simply enjoying as a nostalgic touring car, this 1948 Ford Super Deluxe is ready for immediate use and enjoyment. Whether driven home or shipped with assistance from the seller, it represents a well-restored, highly presentable example of one of Ford's most recognizable post-war models. Number 10. This 1955 Chevrolet 210, priced at $25,000 and located in St. James, New York, is a classic mid-50s bowtie that blends vintage appeal with proven small-block power and a desirable 4-speed setup. Under the hood sits a 350 cubic inch small-block Chevrolet V8 paired with a Muncie 4-speed manual transmission and operated through a Hurst shifter, giving the car an authentic old-school driving feel. The car rides on classic Craigar wheels wrapped in brand-new tires, completing the period-correct stance that suits the body style perfectly. Structurally, the frame and body are described as solid overall, though the seller notes that one or two body mounts are beginning to show rust, a common issue in cars of this age but not yet severe enough to compromise drivability. Inside, the Chevrolet features a beautiful and well-kept interior that stands in contrast to the exterior paint, which could benefit from some touch-up work to return it to show quality. The car retains its original drum brake system on all four corners, and while still functional, the seller suggests that a fresh set of shoes or an upgrade to front disc brakes would further improve performance and safety. These details make the car an ideal candidate for light restoration, allowing a future owner to refine it at their own pace while still enjoying it on the road immediately. The balance between originality and mild modification gives this 210 a lot of potential without locking it into a full custom or stock category. As it sits, the car is described as a nice driver for the price, offering a turnkey classic that can be taken to cruise nights, weekend meets, or simply enjoyed as a raw, analog driving experience. The seller is transparent about the condition and mentions that if the car does not sell, it will be kept over the winter for further upgrades before being relisted in the spring. That makes this listing a good opportunity for someone looking to secure a mid-50s Chevrolet before additional improvements, and likely a higher asking price, are made. With a clean and clear title in the seller's name, a strong drivetrain combination, and the fundamental structure of a solid Tri-5, this 1955 Chevrolet 210 represents an appealing entry into the classic car world. Whether kept as a driver, refreshed into a sharper cruiser, or built into a more aggressive street machine, it offers a timeless foundation with room to grow. For enthusiasts who appreciate the blend of style, simplicity, and hands-on driving engagement, this 210 stands as a worthy candidate ready for its next chapter. Number 11. This 1972 Pontiac Catalina, priced at $12,000 and located in Berlin, New Jersey, is presented as a remarkably preserved example that has been garage-kept since new and still retains its original 1972 title along with the factory Protecto plate. Showing just 15,961 original miles, the car is described as being in near showroom condition with absolutely zero rust, a statement rarely made about full-size Pontiacs of this era. Finished in what appears to be its original paint and trim, the Catalina offers an authentic glimpse into early 1970s Pontiac luxury and remains unusually untouched, making it a standout survivor among classic American sedans. Power comes from a 400 cubic inch V8 equipped with a 2-barrel carburetor, paired with an automatic transmission that delivers smooth, effortless cruising. The car is equipped with factory power steering, power brakes, front disc brakes, and factory air conditioning, adding to its comfort and drivability. Additional features include a remote side mirror and an AM/FM radio, both still fully functional, further reinforcing the car's highly original and well-maintained condition. Unlike many classics of similar age, every system and accessory is reported to work as it should, minimizing the need for immediate repairs or updates. The rust-free body and undercarriage reflect decades of careful storage, and the interior appears equally well preserved, supporting the exceptionally low mileage claim. Cars left in this kind of untouched, unrestored condition are becoming increasingly rare, especially when they retain complete documentation and present as cleanly as this one does. For collectors who prioritize originality and factory correctness, this Catalina represents an opportunity to own a true time capsule rather than a restored approximation of the past. The seller notes that it would be difficult to find a cleaner example anywhere and is currently asking $14,000 or best offer, suggesting potential flexibility for serious buyers. With its well-documented history, outstanding preservation, and fully functioning equipment, this 1972 Pontiac Catalina stands as a highly appealing choice for anyone seeking an authentic, low-mileage, full-size Pontiac that needs nothing more than a new owner to continue its careful stewardship. Number 12. This 1968 Dodge Dart GTS, priced at $24,999 and located in Brilliant, Ohio, represents a solid and desirable example of Dodge's factory performance A-body, equipped from the factory with a legendary 340 cubic inch V8 and a console shift automatic transmission. The car retains its original fender tag, confirming its authenticity as a true GTS model rather than a later clone, and is finished in green with a contrasting white interior. While the seller notes that it is not a show-winning car, it is described as very solid overall, which is a key selling point for anyone familiar with how often these lightweight Mopar bodies suffered from structural rust over time. The white seat covers are said to be in like-new condition, indicating that at least part of the interior has already been refreshed and preserved with care. Under the hood, the 340 engine has been upgraded with a number of period-correct and performance-oriented components, including electronic ignition, an Edelbrock Performer intake manifold, and an Edelbrock carburetor, all of which contribute to improved drivability and reliability compared to the original setup. Additional engine bay enhancements include Mopar performance valve covers and an aluminum radiator, helping to keep the small block running cool, especially important for owners who plan to enjoy the car on the street rather than keep it as a static display. These upgrades strike a balance between originality and usability, making the car suitable for both cruise nights and spirited weekend driving. The exterior presents as a driver quality finish rather than a freshly restored show car, but the body is reported to be very solid, which gives the next owner flexibility in how far they want to take it, whether that means enjoying it now and cosmetically restoring it later, or leaving the car exactly as it sits and appreciating it as a clean, honest muscle-era survivor. The seller does not mention major rust issues or structural concerns, and given the rising value of genuine 340 GTS cars, finding one that hasn't been cut apart, heavily modified, or poorly patched is becoming increasingly rare. For enthusiasts wanting an authentic 1960s Mopar without the premium price of a Concours restoration, this Dart checks many boxes. As it sits, the car offers a strong foundation for a collector, driver, or light restoration project, retaining its factory identity while benefiting from tasteful performance upgrades that improve reliability and fun factor. With the market for real 340-powered Dodge Darts continuing to strengthen, especially for documented GTS models, this example represents an appealing blend of originality, mechanical integrity, and long-term value. For anyone looking to own a true small-block Mopar muscle car without entering the six-figure territory of the big-name B and E body cars, this well-preserved and mechanically enhanced 1968 Dart GTS stands out as a compelling opportunity. Number 13. This 1964 Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu convertible, priced at $36,500 and located in Westchester, Pennsylvania, is presented as an attractive and well-sorted classic that combines vintage style with upgraded performance. Finished in a handsome silver blue exterior paired with a cool white interior and a matching white power convertible top, the car carries strong visual appeal and the clean, timeless lines that define the first-generation Chevelle. Although listed as a wagon in the description, this example is clearly a convertible, and with just 58,000 miles shown, it represents a well-preserved and enthusiast-maintained driver. Its overall presentation suggests a car built for both enjoyment and pride of ownership, striking a balance between originality and tasteful modification. Under the hood, the original powertrain has been replaced with a 350 cubic inch V8, producing a claimed 375 horsepower, offering far more performance than a stock 1964 Malibu would have had from the factory. The engine is paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, giving the car the engaging, period-correct muscle car driving experience many buyers seek. Additional upgrades include electronic ignition, headers, and dual exhaust, all contributing to stronger throttle response, improved reliability, and a deeper performance tone. Power steering and power front disc brakes help modernize the driving feel, making the car easier to enjoy on today's roads while retaining its classic character. The interior is described as clean and well-kept, featuring a white color scheme that complements the exterior, and is equipped with an AM/FM radio and a tilt steering wheel, another welcomed upgrade for comfort and drivability. The power convertible top adds convenience and enhances the appeal of cruising with the roof down, especially paired with the car's documented performance-oriented setup. The Malibu also rides on 15-inch alloy wheels wrapped in performance radial tires, providing improved handling and road manners over original bias-ply rubber. The combination of appearance, power, and drivability makes this Chevelle well-suited for shows, weekend drives, or casual local cruising. Overall, this 1964 Malibu convertible stands out as a fast, fun, and thoughtfully upgraded example of Chevrolet's early A-body platform. While not a numbers-matching restoration, it offers far more performance and usability than a stock original, making it ideal for someone seeking a classic that feels lively and engaging rather than purely collectible. With the rising popularity of first-generation Chevelles, especially convertibles equipped with manual transmissions, this example represents a compelling option for enthusiasts who want vintage styling, modernized performance, and the open-air experience of a true American classic. Number 14. This 1964 Ford Fairlane, offered at $26,500 and located in Winchester, Virginia, is presented as a freshly built tribute to the legendary Ford Thunderbolt, one of the most iconic factory drag cars of the 1960s. While this example does not feature the original 427 big block setup that made the Thunderbolt famous, it offers the same visual attitude and lightweight Fairlane body style, paired with a more affordable and street-friendly powertrain. The seller notes that the car is in very nice condition overall, and the tribute styling gives it the unmistakable performance identity that enthusiasts associate with Ford's peak era of factory-backed racing. For buyers who appreciate the look and spirit of a Thunderbolt without the six-figure price tag, this Fairlane delivers strong appeal. Powering the car is a freshly rebuilt 302 cubic inch V8 with 0 miles since completion, offering a clean slate for its next owner. The engine is paired with a rebuilt 4-speed manual transmission, giving the car the appropriate hands-on driving feel of a period-correct performance machine. While not as wild as a high-compression 427, the 302 still offers plenty of power potential, lighter weight, and easier maintenance, making it suitable for cruising, spirited driving, or future upgrades. The drivetrain work reflects a solid mechanical foundation, with the seller confirming that both engine and transmission have already been redone. The car is not quite fully finished, with the seller noting that it still needs an exhaust system installed and a front-end alignment completed. These final touches leave room for the next owner to complete the setup to their own preference, whether aiming for a street cruiser, a showpiece, or a weekend strip car. The body and presentation are described as very nice, suggesting that the major cosmetic and structural work is already complete, and the Fairlane carries the distinctive Thunderbolt tribute appearance that sets it apart from a standard 64 model. Overall, this 1964 Ford Fairlane Tribute offers a compelling blend of vintage racing style, fresh mechanicals, and reasonable pricing. It is positioned as a great platform for someone who wants the look of a Thunderbolt without the cost and rarity concerns of an original, and with only minor work left to finish, it represents a nearly complete project that can be taken in multiple directions. The seller is open to classic car trades or a full cash offer, making it an attractive opportunity for enthusiasts seeking a mid-size Ford muscle machine with strong personality, manual transmission engagement, and undeniable curb appeal. Number 15. This 1968 Chevrolet Chevelle SS, priced at $35,000 and located in Spokane, Washington, is a true 138 VIN Super Sport with 64,000 original miles and a single-family ownership history since new. It is not a clone, and aside from the engine swap, the car remains largely original, retaining its authentic SS identity and desirable factory features. For collectors and restorers seeking a genuine, documented SS, this Chevelle offers a solid foundation with proven provenance. Under the hood is a reliable 327 V8 currently powering the car, but it also comes with a correct, rebuildable 396 big block engine, giving the next owner the option to return it to proper SS 396 specification. The car is outfitted with many premium factory options, including a heavy-duty 4-speed manual transmission paired with a Hurst shifter, bucket seats, barrel tachometer, full engine gauges instead of warning lights, and a good set of wheels and tires, making it a well-equipped and desirable example of the model. The body shows minimal rust and remains structurally solid, though it will require some metal work to fully restore it to its former glory. Despite the need for restoration, the car still presents well enough to be driven, enjoyed, or taken on as a long-term project. It is ideal for an enthusiast who values originality and wants a real SS platform rather than building from a base model clone. In addition to the included 396 engine, the seller also offers an optional L77 all-aluminum 6.0 LS engine for an additional cost, giving buyers flexibility between a period-correct restoration or a modern performance build. With its authenticity, desirable options, and strong project potential, this 1968 Chevelle SS represents a rare opportunity to acquire a true super sport that is ready for the next chapter in the hands of someone who has the time and passion to complete it. Number 16. This 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback, priced at $35,000 and located in Aston, Pennsylvania, is being offered as a solid driver quality project with plenty of potential for restoration or customization. Powered by a 289 V8 paired with an automatic transmission, the car is rated by the seller as a 6 out of 10 overall, acknowledging that it still needs work in several areas but remains a complete and running example of a highly sought-after body style. The car starts, drives, and stops properly, making it far from a non-running shell and a more realistic entry point into fastback ownership compared to the many incomplete projects on the market. Several new parts have already been purchased, including brand new front fenders, a used 3-speed transmission for a potential manual swap, along with emergency brake cables, a full lock set, reverse lights, and a new gas cap. The car also features new drum brakes, fresh wheels and tires, and electronic exhaust dumps, adding both value and usability for the next owner. While not a show car, it presents as a strong foundation for someone who wants to improve it over time rather than start from scratch. The seller is upfront about the flaws, noting that the rear wheel wells will need replacement and that the car shows the expected wear of a 1967 vehicle. However, its completeness, functional drivetrain, and included extra parts make it a far better starting point than many fastbacks being sold without engines, transmissions, or interiors for similar or even higher prices. The seller emphasizes that the price is firm, citing market comparisons of non-running, fully stripped fastbacks selling in the $24,000 to $35,000 range. There are no trades being accepted, and the seller encourages only serious buyers to reach out, inviting in-person inspection to verify the car's condition firsthand. While not a Concours-level example, this Mustang Fastback offers a very fair entry point into one of the most desirable classic muscle car platforms, giving the next owner the opportunity to build, restore, or enjoy it as is while adding value over time. Number 17. This 1966 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray convertible, offered at $68,500 and located in Crestwood, Kentucky, is a desirable numbers-matching C2 roadster that combines iconic mid-year styling with its original factory drivetrain. Powered by the correct 327 cubic inch V8 rated at 300 horsepower and paired with a Muncie 4-speed manual transmission, this Corvette retains its authentic configuration, including original ignition shielding, factory air cleaner, and other OEM components often missing from restored or modified examples. The car is equipped with side-mounted exhaust, enhancing both performance and visual appeal, and remains a strong-running, well-maintained driver rather than an over-restored trailer queen. Finished in its rare and factory-correct Laguna blue exterior matched with a bright blue interior, this Corvette carries one of the most attractive color combinations offered in 1966. The paint presents well for its age, and the interior remains clean and properly trimmed, giving the car a striking appearance whether the top is up or down. A white convertible soft top is currently installed and is in good condition, offering a sharp contrast to the blue paint. All gauges are reported to be functional except the clock, a common issue among mid-year Corvettes and one that does not detract from drivability. While described as a nice driver quality example rather than a Concours-level restoration, the car delivers what most enthusiasts value most: originality, matching numbers, and a strong mechanical condition that allows it to be enjoyed as intended. The seller notes that the Corvette runs and drives very well, maintaining the tight road feel and responsiveness that made the C2 generation legendary among performance cars of the era. With the rising value of unmodified, numbers-matching mid-year Corvettes, this example represents a solid opportunity for collectors who prioritize authentic factory equipment over cosmetic perfection. Offered at $68,500 or best offer, this 1966 Corvette Roadster stands as a well-preserved and highly attractive classic with long-term investment potential. Its rare color combination, factory-correct drivetrain, and desirable 4-speed configuration place it among the more appealing driver-grade C2S on the market today. For enthusiasts looking to own a true mid-year Corvette that can be driven, shown, and appreciated without fear of diminishing a high-end restoration, this Stingray offers an ideal balance of originality, style, and usability. Number 18. This 1962 Pontiac Bonneville convertible, offered at $34,500 and located in Westchester, Pennsylvania, presents a striking combination of classic style and extensive mechanical restoration. Finished in a rich burgundy exterior paired with a black power-operated soft top, the car delivers an elegant factory-correct look enhanced by an excellent two-tone interior. With only 23,000 miles showing, this Bonneville retains its full-size early 1960s luxury presence while benefiting from major recent servicing that makes it a strong-running and highly usable example. Power steering, power brakes, and a power top contribute to its effortless cruising character, staying true to Pontiac's original intention of blending performance with comfort. Under the hood sits the correct 389 cubic inch V8 rated at 350 horsepower, paired with an automatic transmission, both of which have been rebuilt as part of a recent restoration investment exceeding $25,000. The seller notes that this work was completed after the car emerged from long-term storage, ensuring that every major system was gone through thoroughly rather than simply revived for temporary operation. The extensive list of new or rebuilt components includes the engine, transmission, carburetor, fuel pump, master cylinder, brake booster, gas tank, convertible top motor, cylinders and hoses, plus a full brake overhaul. Even secondary items such as the generator, regulator, tune-up parts, radiator, and fluids were addressed. Cosmetically, the Bonneville presents as a sharp and well-detailed convertible with strong chrome, straight panels, and a clean interior that retains the refined look expected from Pontiac's top full-size offering of the era. The two-tone interior is described as excellent, complementing the burgundy exterior while maintaining the period-correct premium appearance. New white wall radial tires add a fresh finishing touch while maintaining the proper vintage profile, helping the car sit exactly as a 62 Bonneville should. Overall, this Bonneville represents an appealing balance between originality, cosmetic quality, and extensive mechanical investment, making it an ideal choice for anyone seeking a turnkey 1960s cruiser. With its high-output 389 V8, factory luxury features, and thorough recent servicing, it stands ready for local shows, weekend drives, or simply top-down enjoyment. For buyers who appreciate classic American elegance paired with reliability and usability, this well-sorted Pontiac convertible is a compelling offering at its current price. Number 19. This 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air, offered at $35,000 and located in Mount Hope, West Virginia, is a classic that has been in long-term ownership and carries strong sentimental value for the seller. Although it presents well and maintains the unmistakable visual presence of a '57 Chevy, it has seen very little use in recent years, which is the primary reason it is being made available for sale. The seller makes it clear that parting with the car is not a priority, but letting it sit unused is equally undesirable, making this a rare opportunity for a serious buyer. Power comes from a 350 cubic inch V8 paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, giving this Bel Air a more performance-oriented personality than its original configuration. The engine is reported to have no more than 100 miles on it since being rebuilt, meaning the drivetrain is still very fresh and largely unused. Despite the low mechanical miles, the car will likely need some attention due to long-term storage, making it a prime candidate for light recommissioning rather than a full restoration. Cosmetically, the car is described as looking good overall, still retaining the recognizable lines and bright work that make the '57 Bel Air one of the most iconic American automobiles ever produced. However, as with any classic that has been sitting, a new owner should expect to handle basic refresh needs such as fluids, detailing, and possibly some minor cosmetic or mechanical updates to bring it back to full driving condition. This is not a project car, but rather a well-preserved example that needs finishing attention rather than rebuilding. The seller emphasizes that the price is firm at $35,000 and no trades will be considered, underscoring both the car's personal value and its condition. For the right buyer, especially someone who has been looking for a driver-quality '57 Bel Air with a strong drivetrain and minimal mileage on its rebuild, this represents a solid and straightforward purchase. With a little care, it could quickly return to the road as a nostalgic weekend cruiser or even a light show car, while still offering the pride of owning one of the most recognizable classics in American automotive history. Number 20. This 1966 Plymouth Sport Fury Commando, priced at $2,500 and located in Hendersonville, North Carolina, is a project car with solid fundamentals and a desirable drivetrain. It comes with a newly rebuilt 383 cubic inch V8 sourced from a 1966 Dodge, featuring a 4-barrel carburetor and 0 miles since the rebuild, giving the next owner a strong mechanical foundation to work with. The car retains its automatic transmission, and although the original floor-shift console is not currently installed, it is included with the sale. A temporary shifter has been rigged by a mechanic, and the seller acknowledges that some parts may be missing, making this a suitable candidate for someone prepared to complete or restore the car. Structurally, the Sport Fury is described as having solid floorboards and trunk, a major plus for a vehicle of this age. The glass in the doors is intact but currently off track, while the windshield does have a crack, though it is noted as stable. The car was originally equipped with factory air conditioning, and although the system is not currently connected, a new AC compressor has already been installed, reducing future parts expense for anyone planning to bring the system back to working order. A chrome trim piece for the passenger side is also included, showing that at least some removed exterior components have been retained. This Plymouth is not being sold as a complete, road-ready vehicle, but as a restorable classic with a clean title and several key components already addressed, most importantly a fresh high-performance big block engine. The body structure, drivetrain, and included parts make it a realistic build candidate for someone interested in a vintage Mopar without a high upfront investment. The lack of major rot and the presence of the original interior console further add to its long-term potential. The seller makes it clear that no parts will be sold separately, no trades will be considered, and the price is firm, reflecting both the value of the rebuilt engine and the overall completeness of the car as offered. For a Mopar enthusiast looking for an affordable entry point into classic muscle or a worthwhile restoration base, this 1966 Sport Fury Commando represents a rare opportunity to acquire a big block Plymouth project at a highly accessible price. Thank you for watching this video featuring 20 cheap classic cars for sale from the marketplace. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Cheap Classic Cars for more great finds. And if you know someone who loves classic cars as much as you do, be sure to share this video with them too. See you in the next one.